The Confederation of Meghalaya Social Organization CoMSO, in its press release issued on the 18th of November 2020, apprised it has held a conference in Nehu, Shillong, to which a decision taken comes to the forefront, that is, the fight for and implementation for inner-line permit in the state shall resume despite the circumstances. The association further asserted its demand to the state government that it should immediately bring forth the Meghalaya Residential Safety and Security Amendment Bill 2020 into motion once again after the governor's dismissive return of the MRSSA. The government of India should consider being of reverence and slightly venerate the Meghalaya High Court and its people who yearns to secure their lands by giving assent to implement ILP in the state. The pending structure of approval is not of reasons based on committee scrutiny as it has been long awaited, but because of the lack of political will. The association questioned if other indigenous people of other states have been given assent and approval, why can't the people of Meghalaya secure the same rights? Meghalaya representative should come forward and support the demand as it is the right of the people. A Black Flag March will be held on the 27th of November 2020, as well as a sit-in protest on the 4th of December 2020 in all the district headquarters to demand for ILP.
We are not second to none. We are not some second-class citizen in India. We are also the indigenous people of the state of Meghalaya. And we have the same right as others have in terms of protection of our own demographic structures. So we demand the union government to speed up implementation of inner-line permit in the state of Meghalaya, which we believe that this legislation will go a long way toward protection and preserve of the indigenous people, culture, land, demographic structures, and importantly, the uniqueness identity of our own people in the state of Meghalaya. This is nothing racist about it. There is nothing that we are against somebody else. This is purely a matter of protections to ourselves, and we are a minority in every front, be it linguistically, be it the numbers that we have, the religious that we have. We are minority in all fronts. So if we do not protect ourselves in just a matter of few years, we will be minority in our own state, in our own land. So accept our demand. We'll finally consider the opinion and the long-standing demand of the indigenous people of the state of Meghalaya. And we hope that with implementation of ILP in the state, we will see a lot of good things happening in the state of Meghalaya. So this is the first thing that we have demanded, and we have also demanded the Meghalaya government should reintroduce the Meghalaya Safety Security Amendment Bill, which has been written by the governor, because we believe that this legislation also will help in protection the indigenous people in the state of Meghalaya, just like ILP itself. So we are surprised to see that the governor, who is supposed to act under the advice of the Council of Ministers, dictate the government. So we confuse whether who is the real head, whether the chief ministers of the state is the real head or the governors the real head. So we hope that the state government will once again pass it in the assembly, and we hope that the honorable governor of the state of Meghalaya will have the confidence in the indigenous people of the state, and he will give his assent to this bill. And we have also decided that we will start our agitation on 27 November. We will have a black flag in all the district headquarters of the state of Meghalaya, and also on the 4th of December we will have the sit-in demonstration in all district headquarters in the state of Meghalaya. Since we are also concerned with this pandemic, and we want to observe all the protocol issued by the state government, we have declared that during the black flag we will not allow our members to put black flag to people, because we don't want to have the contact between two people, but black flag will be put only in the cars and in public places, but there will no putting of black flag to individual. And on the food also, we will try to maintain the numbers of not more than 50. Of course, if the district administration allow, we will try to ask for more than just 50. But nevertheless, as we see that COVID and pandemic also is a matter of life and death, ILP and others also is a matter of life and death, and we try to maintain a balance, strike a balance between the two, and we do hope that we as a people of the state, if we unite and together, we hope that we will be able to eradicate both COVID and at the same time we will be able to get the law, which means we have also decided that we will soon write a letter to the PMO, Prime Minister Office, and also to the Home Minister, and also to all the 3 MP of Meghalaya, because as we know that the ILP now is in Central Court. So we would like to see that our 3 MP from the state of Meghalaya should take this matter seriously, and we hope that the Honorable Prime Minister of India and the Honorable Home Minister of India also will appreciate the wish and the aspiration of the indigenous people of the state of Meghalaya by honoring the resolution unanimously passed by our Honorable MLA in the floors of the House on the 19th December 2019. So we hope that with this communication, the central government will take the matter a bit serious and will understand the aspiration and the wish of the indigenous people of the state of Meghalaya.
Okay, ya kan but government balik kalau delay ya kan ka ILP na ka central.
We has met various ministers, and actually on each meeting that we met them, even if we go and talk and discuss other issues, we always ask what's happening to ILP. We always ask what's happening to the inclusion of Khasi language in the Exceeded Resolution, what's happening to MRSA. There was not even a single time that when we met the CM or the Deputy CM or the other ministers, or even when we met the MLA, there is not even a single moment that we neglect to ask this important issue. We always follow up this issue, but you know the answer is always like that the central government is still studying, the central government is examining, and as we see that examining of this implementation of this law need not to be take time like this, because the government of India has already implemented in 4 states, and recently they implement in Manipur. So what is wrong of implementing in the state of Meghalaya? If they could have the same privilege, the same right to protect their land, their identity, their cultures, to protect themselves from being outnumbered in their own backyard, I think we also have the same thing. So we hope that our honorable ministers, the ministers and MLA of our state also will take this matter seriously. We do hope to see them that they should not agitate only in the assembly, but they should also agitate in the street along with the people of the state, so that we will show that yes, the indigenous people of the state of Meghalaya want ILP, and we want. It's not for other reason, but wholly toward the bona fide need of protection our own interests and protection of our own identity.